Gold-plated bathtubs, secret passageways, and enough servants to make your head spin. This was the life of the rich elite during the Gilded Age in America. From opulent ballrooms to secret gardens, these historic homes were playgrounds for the wealthy elite. So today, let's go explore the most beautiful historic homes of the Gilded Age. Let's start with the crown jewel of Gilded Age homes, the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. Built by George Washington Vanderbilt II in the late 1800s, this French Renaissance-style chateau is the largest privately owned home in the United States. It boasts an incredible 250 rooms and sits on 8,000 acres of beautiful land. One of the most striking features of the Biltmore is its manicured gardens, designed by the famous landscape architect Frederick Law Olmsted. These gardens offer a peaceful retreat with their colorful flowers, winding paths, and scenic views. Inside the Biltmore, the opulence continues. The interiors are filled with lavish furnishings and priceless artworks. One of the highlights is the library, which holds over 10,000 books. This grand space reflects Vanderbilt's love for knowledge and culture. Living in the Biltmore would have been like living in a dream. The house has 35 bedrooms, providing plenty of space for family and guests. There are also 43 bathrooms, each one unique and luxurious. With 65 fireplaces, the home stays warm and cozy during the colder months. Every room in the Biltmore showcases the extravagant lifestyle of the Vanderbilt family. The dining room, for instance, is grand enough to host large parties and important gatherings. The estate also includes a swimming pool, a bowling alley, and even a gym. Next, we travel to Newport, Rhode Island, home to another Vanderbilt masterpiece, the Breakers. Commissioned by Cornelius Vanderbilt II, this 70-room Italian Renaissance-style palace sits on a cliff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Designed by architect Richard Morris Hunt, the Breakers exudes luxury and sophistication in every detail. One of the most impressive parts of the Breakers is the Great Hall. It has a 50-foot high ceiling and beautiful alabaster columns that give the room a grand and majestic feel. The Great Hall sets the tone for the entire mansion, showcasing the opulence that defines the home. Each room in the Breakers is a work of art. They are adorned with imported marble, gilded plasterwork, and exquisite tapestries, making every corner of the house a feast for the eyes. The attention to detail and the quality of materials used reflect the immense wealth and refined taste of the Vanderbilt family. The mansion's grand dining room is another highlight. It can seat up to 34 guests, perfect for the Vanderbilt's lavish parties and gatherings. The room's grandeur reflects the family's love for entertaining in style and their social status in the upper echelons of society. Living in the Breakers would have been an experience of unmatched luxury. The house's location, perched on a cliff with stunning ocean views, adds to its allure. The combination of its architectural beauty, luxurious interiors, and breathtaking surroundings make the Breakers a true treasure of the Gilded Age. Traveling west, we arrive at the Hearst Castle in San Simeon, California. Built by media mogul William Randolph Hearst, this sprawling estate epitomized the glamour and grandeur of the Gilded Age. Hearst Castle, officially named La Cuesta Encantada, or the Enchanted Hill, was designed by architect Julia Morgan and features 165 rooms and 123 acres of gardens, terraces, pools, and walkways. The estate's most iconic feature is the Neptune Pool, a stunning outdoor swimming pool adorned with marble statues and colonnades. This pool is a true masterpiece, with its blue water contrasting beautifully with the white marble statues and columns. It's a perfect spot for relaxation and enjoyment. Inside the castle, the opulence continues. Hearst Castle boasts a vast collection of European art and antiques that rival any museum. Each room is filled with priceless treasures that reflect Hearst's love for beauty and luxury. The assembly room, for example, is a grand space used for entertaining guests, featuring rich tapestries and intricate woodwork. The Gothic study, another highlight, showcases Hearst's eclectic taste with its dark, dramatic decor and impressive collection of books. Living in Hearst Castle would have been like living in a palace. The estate's sheer size and grandeur make it a place of endless fascination. The rooms are not only luxurious but also filled with history and culture, each telling a unique story. The gardens and terraces are equally impressive, offering stunning views of the surrounding landscape. The walkways wind through beautiful flower beds, fountains, and statues, creating a serene and picturesque environment. Returning to Newport, we explore the Marble House, another of the Vanderbilt family's grand residences. Built for Alva Vanderbilt as a summer cottage, this Beaux Arts mansion is a testament to her ambition and style. The Marble House, designed by Richard Morris Hunt, features 500,000 cubic feet of white marble, making it a true marble palace. The opulence of the Marble House is evident from the moment you step into the Gold Ballroom. This room, with its gilded walls and ceiling inspired by the Palace of Versailles, is truly breathtaking. The shimmering gold and intricate details make it clear that this mansion was meant to impress. Alva Vanderbilt used the Marble House not only as a symbol of her family's immense wealth, but also as a platform for her social and political ambitions. She was a prominent socialite and suffragette, and this mansion was the perfect setting for hosting lavish parties and important gatherings. Living in Marble House would have been like living in a fairy tale. The mansion's design and decoration are incredibly luxurious, with every room showcasing exquisite details and high-quality materials. The use of marble throughout the house gives it a sense of grandeur and timeless beauty. Heading south, we find the Vizcaya Museum and Gardens in Miami, Florida. This stunning villa was built by industrialist James Deering. It blends European elegance with tropical beauty, making it a unique architectural gem. Vizcaya's design is inspired by Italian Renaissance and Mediterranean Revival styles. The estate includes beautifully landscaped gardens, reflecting pools, and a maze garden. These are all set against the backdrop of Biscayne Bay, adding to the serene and picturesque environment. The gardens are filled with colorful flowers, statues, and fountains, creating a peaceful retreat. Inside the villa, the opulence continues. The rooms are filled with antique furnishings, intricate woodwork, and decorative arts from Europe and Asia. Each room is a showcase of refined beauty and luxury. The grand hall, with its high ceilings and elegant decor, sets the tone for the entire estate. Vizcaya's interiors are designed to impress. The attention to detail is evident in every corner, from the ornate ceilings to the finely crafted furniture. The rooms are filled with art and antiques, reflecting Deering's love for beauty and culture. The combination of European and tropical influences creates a unique and enchanting atmosphere. Back in Newport, Rhode Island, we visit the Rosecliff Mansion, inspired by the Grand Trianon of Versailles. Built for Teresa Fair Ulrichs, this mansion was a setting for many extravagant Gilded Age parties. The mansion's most famous feature is its grand ballroom, which is one of the largest in Newport. This ballroom has hosted countless extravagant parties and events, making it a centerpiece of social life during the Gilded Age. The room's design is breathtaking, with high ceilings, glittering chandeliers, and large windows that allow natural light to flood in, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. Another notable feature of Rosecliff Mansion is its heart-shaped staircase. This unique staircase adds a touch of romance and elegance to the home. The mansion is also surrounded by beautiful rose gardens, which add to its charm and provide a picturesque setting for outdoor gatherings and strolls. The interior of Rosecliff Mansion is just as impressive as its exterior. The rooms are adorned with luxurious furnishings, intricate moldings, and beautiful artwork. Each room reflects the wealth and taste of its owners, showcasing their love for fine things and their desire to impress their guests. Also in Newport, Château-sur-Mer stands as a testament to high Victorian architecture. It was built by the Wetmore family in 1852. As one of Newport's historic homes, it stands out because of its large size and highly decorated interior. The outside of Château-sur-Mer is a work of architecture in itself, with its Italianate style and unique mansard roof. As you walk up to the mansion's stately entrance, you can immediately see how grand it is. There are beautiful gardens, tall trees, and a charming carriage house on the estate's lush grounds that surround the mansion and add to its charm. When people enter Château-sur-Mer, they are greeted by ornate rooms that show how wealthy and well-off the Wetmore family was. The exotic wood paneling in the mansion makes the rooms feel warmer and more luxurious. Each marble fireplace is intricately carved and serves as the focal point of the grand rooms, showing off the high level of craftsmanship. The beautiful stained glass windows are one of the most striking things about Château-sur-Mer. These windows, which are decorated with bright colors and intricate patterns, let light in a kaleidoscope of colors, making the mansion feel magical. The mansion's decorative ceilings, elegant furniture, and stained glass all show the high level of detail that is typical of the high Victorian style. The house also has a large central hall with a grand staircase leading to the upper floors. The social standing of the Wetmore family during the Gilded Age is shown by this hall, which was often the site of fancy parties. At Château-sur-Mer, every room has its own personality, from the fancy drawing room to the cozy library. It's a real treasure trove of Victorian design. The Elms, another Newport mansion, was built for coal magnate Edward Julius Beerwind. Designed by the famous architect Horace Trumbauer, the Elms is a perfect example of French classical revival architecture. The design of this grand home was inspired by the Château d'Aziner in France, bringing a touch of European elegance to America. From the outside, the Elms looks like a grand palace. The mansion's exterior is stately and symmetrical, with large windows and a beautifully decorated entrance. As you walk through the grounds, you'll notice the lush gardens that surround the mansion. These gardens are meticulously maintained, featuring elegant pathways, vibrant flowers, and majestic trees, creating a serene and picturesque setting. When you step inside the Elms, you are greeted by opulent interiors that reflect the grandeur of the French chateau. Mansion's rooms are adorned with luxurious materials, including marble, gilded moldings, and rich wood paneling. The attention to detail is evident in every corner, from the intricate ceilings to the elegant furnishings. One of the most impressive features of the Elms is its grand staircase, which serves as a centerpiece of the home. The staircase, made of marble and adorned with exquisite railings, leads to the upper floors, where more lavish rooms await. Each room in the Elms has its own unique charm, with beautifully decorated walls, ornate fireplaces, and stunning chandeliers. Moving to Long Island, New York, we find Oheka Castle, built by financier Otto Herman Kahn. This grand estate is one of the largest private homes in the United States and a stunning example of opulent living. The exterior at Oheka Castle is impressive, with its grand architecture and beautiful gardens. The castle is surrounded by lush lawns, manicured hedges, and vibrant flower beds. The gardens are designed to create a serene and picturesque environment, perfect for leisurely strolls and outdoor gatherings. As you step inside Oheka Castle, you are greeted by luxurious interiors that reflect the elegance of French chateaus. The rooms are adorned with fine materials, including marble, rich wood, and ornate moldings. Each space in the castle is designed with attention to detail, creating a sense of grandeur and sophistication. One of the most notable features of Oheka Castle is its grand ballroom. This spacious room is perfect for hosting large events and is decorated with sparkling chandeliers, high ceilings, and elegant drapery. The ballroom's been the setting for many glamorous parties and gatherings, reflecting the lavish lifestyle of its original owner, Otto Herman Kahn. In Sarasota, Florida, the Ca des Zon Mansion was the winter home of circus magnate John Ringling. This waterfront home is a real work of art because it was built to look like a palace in Venice. House of John is what its name, Comte de John, means in Venetian dialect, which is a fitting tribute to the person who first owned it. The outside of the mansion is beautiful with its bright tiles and large arched windows. The 60-foot tall tower with its stunning views of Sarasota Bay is one of the most impressive parts. As you get closer to the mansion, the mosaics and intricate tile work catch your eye right away. They look like they belong in a palace in Venice. The luxurious rooms inside Comte de John continues to impress. There's a lot of rich decoration in the rooms like gold leaf, marble floors, and pretty chandeliers. With its high ceilings and grand staircase, the Great Hall is especially beautiful and makes a great place for the Ringlings to host their many social events. The mansion's location on the water makes it even more charming. The terrace has amazing views, especially at sunset, when the light bounces off of the water and makes the atmosphere magical. The landscape gardens around the house are very pretty and provide a peaceful escape with a touch of Italian elegance. The grand estate of the Rockefeller family is Kai Kuet, which is in Sleepy Hollow, New York. In this old mansion, art, nature, and history come together to show how one of America's wealthiest families lived. John D. Rockefeller, who started Standard Oil, built Kai Kuet as a tribute to his life and love of art and nature. With its beautiful design and stunning views of the Hudson River, the mansion is a work of art and architecture. The outside is impressive with its clean lines and lovely stonework. As you walk through the estate, the well-kept gardens and large lawns make for a peaceful and picturesque scene. Kai Kuet is just as beautiful on the inside. There's a lot of art in the rooms, including pieces by well-known artists like Picasso and Warhol. The interior of the mansion is fancy, but not too fancy, which fits the Rockefeller sophisticated style. There are beautiful pieces of furniture and art in every room, which makes it a pleasure to look at. The underground art galleries in Kai Kuet are one of the best parts of the city. They have a huge collection of sculptures and paintings. The estate also has lovely terraces, fountains, and a 9-hole golf course, so the family and their guests can enjoy a variety of activities. In Hyde Park in New York, there is another beautiful Vanderbilt mansion. This one is Frederick Vanderbilt's home. This mansion in the Beaux Arts style is a beautiful example of Gilded Age wealth, and it gives you a glimpse into the Vanderbilt family's lavish lifestyle. The mansion in Hyde Park has grand and stately Beaux Arts architecture on the outside. The house is surrounded by large grounds with well-kept lawns, formal gardens, and lovely views of the Hudson River. The inside of the building is just as fancy as the outside. The mansion is full of rich details and beautiful decorations on the inside. The rooms have high ceilings, fancy moldings, and fancy furniture. The rooms are even more luxurious because they have marble fireplaces, intricate woodwork, and beautiful chandeliers. Each room's made to show off the Vanderbilt family's wealth and style. The grand dining room of the Hyde Park mansion is one of its best features. It can be used for both big parties and fancy dinners. The family loves learning and culture, and the library shows it with its rare books and comfortable chairs. The mansion also has many rooms for fun, like a billiards room and music room, so the family and their guests can have a good time. The gardens around the mansion are just as beautiful. There are formal gardens, a rose garden, and large lawns that are great for relaxing. The estate has beautiful views of the Hudson River, which adds to the charm of this old home. The Flagler Museum, which used to be called Whitehall, is a beautiful estate in Palm Beach, Florida. This grand mansion was built by Henry Flagler, who helped to start Standard Oil. It is a great example of Beaux Arts architecture and shows how rich and powerful Flagler was. Whitehall looks impressive from the outside with its grand columns and stately look. The mansion is right by the ocean, so it has stunning views that make it even more appealing. The mansion is surrounded by lush grounds and beautifully landscaped gardens that make for a peaceful and picturesque scene. The wealth continues inside the Flagler Museum. The insides are decorated with expensive materials and small, intricate details. The grand staircase is one of the most beautiful parts of the house and its focal point. The stairs have fancy railings and lead up to the mansion's many big rooms. Each room in the museum shows how classy and elegant people were in the Gilded Age. The whole estate has high ceilings, marble floors, and moldings that are gilded. The furniture is just as fancy, with antiques and works of art that add to the historical charm of the mansion. The large ballroom at the Flagler Museum is one of its best features. It shows how well known Henry Flagler was in society. The room set up to host parties and is decorated with sparkling chandeliers, thick drapes, and other lovely things. The dining room, the library, and different parlors are also interesting because of their intricate designs and historical value. The Englishman Waddesdon Manor is a beautiful chateau that Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild built. The grandeur of the Gilded Age can be seen in this beautiful estate, which is not in the United States, which shows how rich and powerful the Rothschild family was. The French Renaissance-style architecture on the outside of Waddesdon Manor is stunning. The chateau has intricate stonework, tall towers, and windows with lovely designs. The large gardens that surround the manor are carefully landscaped with lush lawns, beautiful fountains, and bright flower beds that make for a beautiful and peaceful setting. Waddesdon Manor is just as impressive on the inside. The insides are decorated with lots of fancy details and high-end materials. The Rothschilds' refined taste and love of collecting can be seen in every room, which is filled with beautiful furniture, tapestries, and valuable works of art. The large collection of art in the manor is one of its best features. There are paintings by famous artists, rare sculptures, and decorative arts all over the mansion. It's a real treasure trove for art lovers. With its fancy table settings and fancy decorations, the dining room makes the manor's social events look even more impressive. Filoli is a grand historic estate located in Woodside, California. The name Filoli stands for Fight, Love, Live, reflecting the personal motto of the original owner, William Bowers Bourne II. Built in the early 20th century, Filoli was designed by architect Willis Polk in the Georgian Revival style, giving it a classic and elegant look. The mansion itself is impressive, with beautiful brickwork and large symmetrical windows. Inside Filoli, it features elegant rooms with high ceilings, intricate moldings, and antique furnishings. The interiors are decorated with fine art, vintage furniture, and detailed woodwork, creating a luxurious and historical atmosphere. One of the most notable aspects of Filoli is its extensive gardens. Spread over 16 acres, the formal gardens are meticulously maintained and feature a variety of plants, flowers, and trees. Visitors can explore different garden rooms, each with its own theme and style. There are rose gardens, a sunken garden, and even a traditional English garden. The gardens are also home to several fountains, reflecting pools, and walking paths, making it a perfect place for a peaceful stroll. Bolt Castle is a beautiful and romantic castle located on Hart Island in Alexandria Bay, New York. It was built by George C. Bolt, a wealthy hotel owner, as a tribute to his beloved wife, Louise. The castle is designed in the Rhineland style, which makes it look like a fairy tale castle from Germany. George C. Bolt started building the castle in 1900. He wanted to create a grand and beautiful home for his wife. Unfortunately, Louise died suddenly in 1904 and George was heartbroken. He stopped all construction and the castle was never finished. Despite this, Bolt Castle remains a stunning and picturesque landmark. The castle has many beautiful features. It has tall towers, grand staircases, and large arched windows. The rooms inside are spacious and were meant to be decorated with luxurious furniture and artwork. The outside of the castle is surrounded by lovely gardens, fountains, and pathways, making it a perfect place for a romantic walk. Visitors to Bolt Castle could take a boat ride to Hart Island and explore the castle and its grounds. Although the castle is not fully finished, many rooms have been restored and visitors can see what life may have been like if the Bolt family had lived there. The castle also offers breathtaking views of the Thousand Islands, a group of over 1,800 small islands in the St. Lawrence River. Hillwood Estate is a grand historic home in Washington, D.C. It was the home of Marjorie Merriweather Post, a wealthy and influential businesswoman. The estate is designed in the Georgian style, which gives it a classic and elegant look. It is surrounded by beautiful and extensive gardens, making it a lovely place to visit. The mansion at Hillwood Estate is filled with art and treasures collected by Marjorie Merriweather Post. Inside, you can find a significant collection of Russian imperial art, including Fabergé eggs, jewelry, and religious icons. Post was very interested in Russian culture and history, and she gathered many unique and valuable pieces. In addition to the Russian collection, Hillwood also has many French furnishings and decorative arts. The rooms are decorated with fine furniture, paintings, and decorative items from France, reflecting Post's love for French style and elegance. The mansion feels like a museum, with each room showcasing different aspects of Post's eclectic tastes. The gardens at Hillwood are just as impressive as the mansion itself. There are several different gardens to explore, each with its own theme and design. The rose garden's particularly beautiful, with many varieties of roses in full bloom. There's also a Japanese-style garden with a peaceful koi pond and traditional landscaping. The gardens provide a serene and picturesque setting for a leisurely walk. Namur Estate is a grand mansion in Wilmington, Delaware, built by Alfred I. DuPont. The house has 77 rooms and is designed in the late 18th century French style. This means it looks like a beautiful French chateau from the outside with elegant and classic features. Inside Namur Estate, the rooms are filled with luxurious furniture and decorations. Alfred I. DuPont loved French culture and art, and this is clear from the many French antiques and artworks displayed throughout the mansion. The large windows, high ceilings, and intricate moldings add to the elegant feel of the home. The gardens at Namur are just as impressive as the mansion itself. They are designed in the formal French style, with neatly trimmed hedges, beautiful flower beds, and carefully planned layouts. The gardens feature reflecting pools and fountains, which create a peaceful and picturesque environment. Walking through these gardens feels like stepping into a French fairy tale. Caramore is a beautiful country estate in Katona, New York. It was the home of Walter and Lucy Rosen, who were passionate about music and the arts. The estate features an Italianate villa designed by Christian Rosborg, which means it has an Italian-inspired look with elegant arches, columns, and detailed decorations. The villa is surrounded by lovely gardens that are perfect for a peaceful stroll. The gardens are well maintained and include a variety of plants, flowers, and trees, creating a serene and beautiful environment. Caramore is not just known for its natural beauty, it's also famous for its music festivals and cultural events. The Rosens wanted Caramore to be a place where people could enjoy both nature and the arts. They hosted many concerts and events at the estate, a tradition that continues today. Caramore is now a center for music and the arts, offering a wide range of performances and exhibitions throughout the year. Linwood Hall is a grand historic mansion located in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. It was built for Peter A.B. Widener, a wealthy industrialist, and is one of the largest surviving mansions from the Gilded Age. The house was designed by the famous architect Horace Trumbauer in the neoclassical style, giving it a very elegant and classic look. The mansion is enormous with 110 rooms. These rooms include grand halls, beautiful parlors, a large dining room, and many bedrooms. Each room is decorated with luxurious details like marble columns, intricate woodwork, and beautiful chandeliers. The design and decorations reflect the wealth and status of the Widener family. Linwood Hall was not just a home, but also a place to display Peter Widener's impressive art collection. The mansion once housed many valuable works of art, including paintings by famous artists like Rembrandt and El Greco. This made the mansion not only a grand residence, but also a private museum showcasing fine art. The estate also includes large, well-maintained gardens. These gardens provide a peaceful and beautiful setting for the mansion. Visitors can imagine what it was like to stroll through the gardens during the mansion's heyday, enjoying the flowers